Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4 of the Eternal City series. Wow. We had an epic fight the last episode. It was the Manipular organization against the Gallic Horde, descending from Venice into northern Rome, and now, after we've answered with our fresh-faced general, 21 years of age, Lucius Caesar will march and conquer foreign lands. He needs to subdue this Gallic threat as early as possible. He's answered them in a single battle, but consistency has always been Rome's strongest point. Buckled and broken, the two armies that descended into the hills of Rome were defeated, and now they are spread all across the northern region. It's only a matter of time before Lucius Caesar organizes his men to finish the job. All in all, our domestic policy has taken foothold. We are 2 turns away from a 40% increase here. We can't forget that our taxes and finance here is a little high comparatively. We are seeing a large increase in public order issues, and they need to be addressed. How can we address? Well, I suppose we could get rid of some mercenary units.
Your orders?
Now this would be a combined what? Oh man, 1,600. Yeah, we're going to have to disband. We are going to have to disband our elephants in lieu of financial problems. And now we can have a more moderate tax incentive. Now this is important. We are looking to unify our provinces here. We do not want to stir the pot. We do not want to cause problems. We do not want rebellions. We do not want rebellions. Surely they are inevitable, but with some clever construction placements and our new-founded governors. Speaking of, Italia needs a governor. Lucius Scipio, at age 28, will take Italia. A tremendous honor indeed. Are you not ruling Italia? Hold on. Shit. I did not mean to do that. Man, I'm really bad at this part. Sorry, Venetia Historia, you'll have to wait another turn and then we can follow up accordingly. So it does look like we have some general advantages here. We could increase our organization. Not minus 7% upkeep cost for land units when in foreign territory. That could be useful. But for the time being, it might be better if we take campaign movement range or... Well, that's solely the... Well, this is infantry, and it's infantry leader, cavalry commander, battle-hardened veteran, night fighter, fearless leader. What's this? Master of terrain, 20% ambush success chance. I am a fan of this logistics expert because the 15% ammunition is massive. I mean, consider it. The majority of the Roman legion has something to throw. This seems to be the most balanced tech tree here. So we're going to go career officer, get some campaign movement range. Artillery ship increase rate of fire. Plus 15% armor for all siege units. That's useful. Minus 20% siege unit recruitment costs. Minus 6 upkeep for land units. That's pretty big. We're going to go quartermaster route. That makes sense. Organized. He's an organized individual. It would only make sense for Lucius Caesar to remain organized. Let's bring the ship around. It's time to invade Hispania. Now, do you think it's possible after that battle that we have achieved some new level of respect? It appears it might have, because now Sextus Julius Caesar the Brave, he's in full war regalia. Now, why are you deteriorating?
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do.
Good and noble friend that is deteriorating. A little duplicitous, don't you think? What do we have going on here?
Welcome, welcome.
Non-aggression pact. No, we have non-aggression pacts. We need additional trade agreements. This is neutral, so we need
We will
something
gladly listen
positive.
to
They belong to no one, so we might start here, invading the Balearic tribes, just quickly adding them on to complete Corsica et Sardinia province. It's entirely possible. They do not seem that strong anyhow. But the question is, how many units of ours
Your orders.
have taken hits? We can still do it. I'm confident we can do it. Looks like Blaris will be our main focus. A nice marine-focused battle.
Speak
Can any of these
quickly
guys
and
be
well.
taken? They're still low.
Speak ill or slowly, and I may
They're
feed
still
your tongue.
low. Carpetani.
My time is better spent feasting and hunting than listening.
Oh,
So be quick.
that's real good for you, bro. That's real good. My entire time has been conquering your bitch-ass nation. How about that? How about that? You can go for a hunt
My
and
time
you come
is
back.
better spent
Buzzing. Can the Potomac?
If you
Can
will
you-
speak,
can-
do so
huh?
now.
Come on. Gotta mention. Come on.
I will do you the honor of listening to your terms. Oh,
Okay, okay. Get Chuli tribes. You, our friends. Is there
please
anything we can
accept as a
add?
most humble.
Anything we can add? Maybe you.
I greet you in my master's feared name.
Rejection. Fine. So that is about the extent of our diplomacy. We are getting some... Okay, event messages. So we're going to end the turn. Get ready for the next. Oh, Edict. Italia. Of course. Italia, Italia. We need some thingamahwack. And then I know, I'm so sorry, we'll sign as provincial governor. I keep messing that up. I wonder how many turns, like how much advantage I've just completely forgotten about because I've been inaccurately placing provincial governors. Who knows? Who knows? But we must keep moving our army north. It might be time to start expanding our horizons and looking for new trade partners. This would be a good job for a spy. Might be time to purchase another spy.
Only the greatest dare speak of peace to their enemies. Only the weak
No.
seek the death of all.
Unless... Can you become my puppet state? No. Then you'll die. You invade me and you demand peace? I don't think you know how this works. I don't think he knows. We'll just have to remind him. Disease. War reparations will finally begin. News from the east. A series of revolts have occurred in the native lands of ancient Babylonia. Even if we do not have to deal with the military threat, this has caused issues with commerce amongst trade lines. Damn, look at how much that affected my trade lines. We need to solve this squalor problem. The disease is troubling.
I am a shadow.
That's
on
good.
the move.
Oh,
Treading
moving
softly
shadow.
On the move. Impossible.
Did I not change my... There we go.
That is impossible.
We're gonna loop back around and get to know some of these Spanish guys, I guess, you know. Make some friends, cook up some paella.
Commander,
I see. It's because you are...
ready for orders.
Who's this guy? Is this him? Yeah, it's the chieftain. Oh, you're both chieftains.
At your command.
You're the guy who came to me with peace like a bitch. So you gotta go first. Like, for sure, you gotta go first.
For glory
Tavium is growing.
and honor.
Yeah, we're just gonna auto-resolve this. This is not gonna do us any good. We're gonna do aggressive. You're dead, in the face.
We hunger.
And then hopefully we can move back into Roman territory to get some recruitment.
On the move.
No!
At
Can
once.
I? Recruitment disabled. Shoot. It's a little bit of a waste, honestly, of a turn. Ooh, we gotta do our governor thing. Gotta do our tang. Polonius, I'm pretty sure you were the military guy, right? And you were the guy? No. Lucius Scipio is probably better. Let's see his stuff. Jesus. Definitely not. Alright, so not you. So you're gonna take this one tiny province. I guess that makes sense since it's only one. Good lord. Yeah. Can you increase this? State-controlled local income, native discontent. Man, you really gotta fix that.
We
Oh,
hunger
got a nice
for
little
battle.
upgrade for the Legion of Faith. The Faithful Legion. Enemy killed in battle. Good. Faction destroyed. Yeah, buddy. Now, our Legion. What are we doing with our Legion? Well, we are not provincial duty. Loaded march. No, we don't need that. Sentries. Ambush defense chance. That could be useful for Gallic wars. Corporal punishment. Our integrity is strong. Can fortify without spending action points. That is pretty huge. Minus upkeep. Replenishment. What is this? Decorated officers. Extended service. Vanquisher of the Greeks. Vanquishers of the Easterners. Vanquishers of the Barbarians. This is what I want. So there's two ways of getting it. Although Mars's mules... Actually, this might be better. This might be better. But I can't vanquish the Greeks. Or sorry, the barbarians. I think that'd be okay, right? The memory of Brennus. Ah, Brennus, yes. Mighty warrior. Woe to the vanquished as he laid his sword onto the scales after striking a deal with the Romans after sacking Rome a long time ago. We are going to do... %, this reinforcement range, it's campaign line of sight, 10%. Oh, that's only for missile infantry, though. It's not that useful. Fatigue rate, minus 10%. Yeah, I get that they move far and fast, but... Learning from the enemy. Huh. Field surgeons, decorated officers, extended service. This is an interesting engineering. 15% ammunition for artillery provides a small selection of deployable defenses when attacked. That's pretty big. I can't really decide, so we're going to go with the Roman Legion while we kind of assess... Oh, we get another point. While we assess the situation. I think we're going to go here. I really do. I think we're going to go here, and then Mars Mules, potentially. Ooh, that immediately does that. Provides a small selection of deployable defenses when attacked. That's going to be huge. Being on the defensive footing will be a massive improvement for the Roman legion. You know what we do? Do we have replenishment? If we are... We do have replenishment.
March until your feet bleed, then march some more. Ready for orders,
That's going to be big.
Commander.
Do need replenishment. Okay, now we need to start plotting where we are going first. You look incredibly weak. You... Liguria at the same time. That is a problem. How much to raise a new force, right? Because Paulinius is here. Social drinker, begrudging. I'm not giving the Scipios anything. Hilarious. Magnus. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But we are going with this guy, martial education.
At your command.
And you are going to provide a new legion of support. So definitely one of you.
Fight with us.
Two of you.
Sign up, lads,
One of
for a
you.
good and glorious life.
Two of you. One of you.
Fight with us. Soldiering.
If we take 2 new provinces, then we can do that in what, 3 turns? Might be worth the investment. We gotta strike first here, as I am concerned about them growing in power. Whereas we'd be directly connected to Massalia and directly connected to our other ally, Altinium. Okay. We're gonna end the turn. Our Spanish forces are heading towards the Balearic Islands, just on the western coast of Crete. The music in this game. I'd like to take a second and just compliment the authors of this mod. You did good. You did real good. Dare I say my favorite mod? I know it's early, but I've never felt this excited to play a game. Let alone a Total War game. My favorite franchise in such a long time. From Carthage. On Hannibal's advice, Carthage sues for peace with the Romans, ending the Second Punic War. Carthage is reduced to a client state of Rome. In the peace treaty between Carthage and Rome, Carthage surrenders all her Mediterranean possessions to Rome, including her Iberian territories. The Carthaginians agree to pay Rome 200 talents per year for 50 years. Okay. Very cool. That's a historical event. So wow, 4,500 denarii. That is huge. Oh, what's this? One of your subjects has become infatuated. Samarius intended. Power acceptable. -20. I don't see why not. I can let that happen. I am a gracious man,
Fleet
after all.
reporting.
Now we will see whom they are allied with. No one. They are left
I welcome you.
completely
worthy
to
speaker.
themselves.
I listen because your people are known to have honor.
We do not need to call our allies.
Have your wi-
There we go. That is a lot of guys, though.
It is an
But we
honor
can take
to
him.
serve. Your orders? Yes. None shall pass.
That is a lot of guys. That is a lot of slingers. I don't know how wise this is. I'm actually second guessing this. Because simply they can just whittle me down to nothing. But what would happen if I just charged in? I wonder. We will maintain blockade,
An honor to serve.
giving ourselves some additional sea security to see if they would actually
Yes.
sally out. Could be an interesting development. Can you get to the ground? No.
Your orders.
Okay. We'll see what happens in the next turn. There we go. We're starting to slowly be able to finance our empire. He has one turn. 3 turns. Now we're in normal turn. We're going to let him sit in that city. Whoa, no recruitment options, huh? Huh. Go figure.
Commander, ready for battle. Ready for orders.
Can we add on any more?
Sign up, lads,
No,
for a
only for
good
2
and
turns.
glorious life.
That's not going to do it. How are we doing over here? Yeah, let's start, we need more money. That's a fact. We are now at... We're still at 201 BC. I think, did we start at 202 or 201? It matters not. But surely the times are changing. Technology is flowing. Hopefully our public order problem is disseminating. But this is a crucial battle, and quite frankly, having so many slingers and not many horsemen is an issue. That is an issue. Maybe it would have been wiser if I landed in Spain first.
You have recruited so many
But-
units, the treasury is buckling under the weight of their upkeep. Capturing new
Let's go meet the
territory would spread
Lusitani
the
and then
cost,
work our way
as well as
back
putting your
up.
troops to good use.
Treading softly, I go.
Back up modern Portugal and start heading north. Okay, so they did not sally forth.
Going ashore.
Those are slingers and those are warriors. See, they don't... I don't think it makes sense. Oh, wait.
Ready for orders. Commander.
I only have room for 2, right? Her speed rating is 30. Speed rating is 38. I could rush the objectives. I'm going for it.
Fleet reporting.
That is barbarians. I feel like I'm overspending.
We hunger for battle.
It is a problem. Now, what would happen if I go here?
We
What would happen
hunger
if
for
I
battle.
attack the blockade? It's still the same amount, right?
None shall pass.
What would happen if I came here? Is it only 2?
To battle.
No, it is even worse.
Retreat, men. Retreat. Ready for battle.
Let's see if they take the bait. I'm playing this fairly safe. I need to preserve those special units as much as possible.
Enough for battle.
You, sir,
To
are going
your
to trade
duties,
off some of
men.
these units. You have a lot of Veltes, so we're going to give you this. And you will be back in Facesely.
Call this a garrison? Ready for orders.
Now our war machine is ready to take on this tiny, tiny
At
unit.
your command. For death and
Let's make sure
honor!
our diplomatic situation has not changed. They are at war,
You have the
Lycoria,
ear of my people.
but we
Do
are
not
going to
waste
declare war
words.
anyhow.
We are worthy of better.
Yep. Ooh, what's going on?
Ready
Laggy
for
game.
orders.
That's the first time I've seen that. Cannot say that I'm alright with it.
For glory and
For some
honor!
reason, declaring war on Lyguria just made my game laggy. Oddly. This looks like an easy victory for Rome. I have zero concerns. Zero. See you on the field.
Before night comes again, this battle will be over. Whether the day goes well or ill is in our
Reinforcements have been spotted.
The gods will favor those who help themselves, so take up your arms and prepare! Dignity, honor, strength, glory, all good ideals to live and fight by!
And bloodshed. You forgot bloodshed. That's okay, we'll take care of that. Lucius Caesar extends his invasion force towards the barbarian city of Patavium. It needs some Romanizing. I can already tell where we should put the aqueduct. Straight into this mountain range here to collect rainwater. Maybe you could put my little villa like right here overlooking this wonderful view. Yeah, this is probably where I'll sleep. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see what Rome has in store for themselves. A small force, but a fierce force indeed. These units are the elites of the Batavian forces here. The most battle-hardened, the most angry, and they've brought friends. Lots of them. Romans will die today, but it is necessary for us to cut a lethal strike in order to remove out of the equation any possibility of them organizing themselves out of the rabble that they currently are into a threat. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward to their final placements just before the engagement. See you on the field. Our Romans stand ready as they near the primary engagement, setting up their rank and file, making sure everything is organized the way it's supposed to. Because if the Romans engage in a battle on their terms, it's pretty much victory at that point. They've perfected the craft. Their commander, they've gained confidence in. And now, Lucius Caesar, the 21-year-old military commander who defeated the migrating horde of the Boii, are now facing a much smaller threat. For if he were to lose, the confidence that he gained in his men would be sorely lost. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. Lining up their velites as the sluggish Hastati, Principe, and Triarii line follow suit. Now the Velites in the Roman army are the first and lowest group in the Roman war machine, but it is not uncommon for Velites to graduate eventually into Hastati. That Hastati then, after affording himself more armor, and after succeeding in a few engagements, is able to upgrade himself to Principe, and then to Principe to Triarii, the most battle-hardened troops in the Roman army, the most fierce, veteran, grizzled, knowledgeable. They're the ones who know 20 songs when they sit around a campfire. They're the ones who talk about how they once nipped the heels on an elephant's leg. These Triarii are the very best so far that Rome has to offer. They go in when the battle seems to be lost, when the morale of their fellow younger brothers, their more energetic brothers in arms, seem to be faltering. They need a steady hand. You call Triarii. We're starting to have some skirmish engagements, so let's go ahead and zoom towards the front of this battle and follow along while the Velites engage in skirmish warfare, creating a line of death. Pretty standard setup. Here we have the Roman center. Of course, on the left with our two horses is the Roman left, and naturally on the right will be our right flank. The cavalry is definitely more on the left side. Lucius Caesar and his Soci elite equites are going to wheel around the enemy. The enemy taking a little bit more of a standard single battle line, while the Roman legion set up an aces formation, peppering the enemies with spears and javelins as they near. And of course, the classic Gallic charge comes in early. The Velites, nowhere to run, have collided with the Gallic units. And in support, the Hastati have rushed in, the Principes have rushed in to assist. Now these Velites are in a very bad strategic position. Lucius Caesar needs to do something about this. Their backs are to the enemy. Not a good thing to do. These units here are getting absolutely walloped with javelins. Lucius Caesar undoubtedly is concerned about the health of this particular unit. They are bloodied early and have taken on multiple casualties. Looks like a good angle from the left flank. These Velites are throwing into the sides of these noble infantry here, these powerful noble infantry, some of the best warriors that Pavatium has to offer. And here comes the second charge far on the Roman right. It looks like Caesar himself brought up some spare units here to defend himself from being enveloped. His cavalry sitting far on the left, not yet engaging, waiting until units clash and commit and get stuck and pinned. Much easier to cycle charge that way. The Velites are holding the back line, chanting moral support to the infantry engagement. So far, each army is being fairly cautious before sending everything in. This Pavatium leader seems to be a lot more astute in war than the roaring, migrating barbarians of the Boii. He's more cautious and patient, no doubt, learning from what he's seen on how the Romans engage in their battles. Looks like we're seeing some shifts. Some hoplite units, or Triarii, is being moved to reinforce here. It seems that this unit here is not doing so well. Their morale does seem to be low. They need to bring in the Triarii in order to help rebalance the situation. On the far right, the enemy is collapsing his 3 remaining levy units into a single point, hoping to create some sort of wedge through the Roman line here, which would make strategic sense. It's actually quite clever. If you notice the Roman center right here, is just a little too far up. Now, if this right flank here in the Roman were to collapse, they could easily wheel around the Roman formation, envelop a expensive Triarii unit and an already wavering Hastati unit. Now the very best of the best here. This noble infantry does seem to be gregarious in their charge. This tactic seemed to work last time Lucius Caesar was in battle by luring the enemy out of position. Now they've been provided options for cycle charges. And of course, the moment they turn their backs in a genius maneuver, these Velites, much faster than this heavier unit, is able to pepper the enemy in their rear flank. While Lucius Caesar plays hard to get, swinging around to maximize the hits possible on this unit. Quite a clever maneuver. Oh, looks like Lucius Caesar has gathered word that some of his men are fleeing. This is not good. This Roman center right is taking an enormous amount of damage. To counter, they need some sort of flanking force. Undoubtedly, this Hastati here is being positioned to run in between the units with their scutum shields and to provide some flanking assistance, while Lucius Caesar himself, his soldiers cheer him on as he charges into the backs of this ranged infantry to provide an open pathway. But there is a threat here to the left. This noble infantry can threaten this advancing unit here. So Lucius Caesar is going to have to make a decision. Which way does he face? Towards the wavering Roman line that desperately needs attention? Or will they cut off this noble infantry before allowing this specific unit to be flanked themselves? It's a difficult decision. Lucius Caesar has to make one. Nonetheless, the Roman center and the Roman center right are hurting. Those units are buckling under the pressure. It's no longer a straight line protecting each other's flanks. Now seems to be in some sort of V formation. Tightly packed units here. These Triarii need to recommand and push in, although surely them being there provides some moral support. Looks like a major cavalry engagement here. The chieftain unit here is now fighting head-on with Lucius Caesar and his accompanying units. It is 2 against 1, but do not underestimate this cavalry. This barbarian cavalry is tough. It's very tough to bring down, and it appears that it needs a readjustment. So now Lucius Caesar is on the run to catch this fleeing enemy. They are shock cavalry after all, so keeping them from being able to organize their charge is a critical component of having them succeed. These noble infantry have closed in on a wavering Velite. This will be absolutely devastating for this unit. This noble unit is not to be messed with. But these early Roman warriors will do their best. It's not an ideal situation for them. They are going to need help. The Velites are going down. Each one of these noble infantry is taking on 3 or 4 Romans and succeeding in the process. Surely Lucius Caesar is looking around for some sort of help. Assessing the battlefield. He's moving more Velite units to try to push back the range to get a rear charge, but this is leaving them wide open for an enormous bowman attack, and it seems they've broken. The Romans have broken. Their Velites are now on the run. The cowards, they will be dealing with a decimation shortly after. There are spare units, unsure of where to commit. They're letting the battle extend itself somewhat before making that decision. The rear charge into the noble infantry might buy themselves some time, but this is an important battle right here. Lucius Caesar himself is in hand-to-hand combat with their king. Let's see if we can find our general. Yes, it seems that they have broken them indeed. And now the barbarian general runs for his life. Oh, what a massive D-horse move there. Lucius Caesar? No. Lucius Caesar? No. We cannot find him. He's lost. There we go. We've defeated their general. But their noble infantry stand strong Despite them being completely surrounded, they are hacking through the Roman line. Roman center is still looking weak. Lucius Caesar, needs to return to his men as soon as possible to assess the situation, potentially inspire or rally his men to greater deeds. This will not do. Surely he's feeling the cold breath of failure on the nape of his neck. But just when he thought hope was beginning to slip from his fingers, a barbarian unit runs in flee. And the key thing about barbarian sentiment is once one person starts running, they all start running. They are a warrior culture after all. They do not have discipline. They are strong in the beginning of the engagement, but weak towards the middle and nearly desperate towards the end. This barbarian just took a spear to his elbow and somehow he's able to lift his sword. That's impressive. Now the units flee. It appears that Rome, once again, has been victorious. Now to clean up the mess, Lucius Caesar sends in his units to clean up as many enemies as possible. Rome has been victorious today. I'll see you on the campaign map. Rome is victorious once again. Lucius Caesar breaking the backs of all the levies sent out to meet his invading force just outside Patavium. Now this portion of the enemy is defeated, but a much scarier army looms towards their west. The Ligurians, angered by Lucius Caesar attacking their ally, rightfully so, but it'll make no difference. A small hiccup in the process.
None will escape.
It is time for us to release
We hunger for battle.
Not quite sure what to do here.
It is a great and glorious thing to serve your people. Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life. Are you ready to serve? Soldiering, it's a good life. Are you ready to serve? Come, fight with us.
We're going to spend everything we can in preparation of this Ligurian invasion.
To battle!
We finally have an increase here as well. We're going to put a point in our general. In organization, our specialty. So that's our episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave some information in the comments of what you'd like to see in terms of strategy. How would you do things different? Let me know. Write it down. I'll see if it makes sense. And if it does, then, fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Thanks again for watching. See you again.